guys, this is Nitya. We are in the unit 5. So today we are going to see some standard results and Leibniz rule and also their problems also. Okay, some standard results, that is which we are going to use in the further problems. So f of x and differentiation of f of x here I have given. So f of x is a function I have given, and the answer, that is differentiation of f of x, I have given. So 1 by ax plus b can be written as minus 1 the whole power n into n factorial a power n divided by ax plus b the whole power n plus 1. Then log of ax plus b, if we are differentiating, we will get this answer. E power ax, a power n into e power ax, sin of ax plus b, a power n into sin of ax plus b plus n pi by 2, likewise cos ax plus b. Then e power ax into sin bx plus c, we have the result, and e power ax into cos bx plus c also we have the result. So here I have taken only the two things which is important for the university questions for proving the result. Only two items I have taken. See here, the nth derivative of log of ax plus b we are going to find. So nth derivative of the log of ax plus b. So let us take this as a function as y equal to ax log of ax plus b. Now we are differentiating with the first derivative, that is y1. So it will become as 1 by ax plus b into, we are differentiating with respect to x, so a will come. Now a divided by ax plus b. This can be written as a into ax plus b to be taken to the numerator, so it will become as inverse minus 1. Again we are differentiating y2, that is a into minus 1 into ax plus b the whole power minus 2 into with respect to x, so a will come. So this can be written as minus 1 into a squared into x plus b the whole power minus 2. Likewise y3, y4 and so on. So obviously the yn term, the nth derivative is minus 1 the whole power n minus 1 into n minus 1 factorial into a power n divided by ax plus b the whole power n, or ax plus b the whole power minus n will come if you are taking the numerator. So this is the first result which I have given. Second result is the nth derivative of e power axx. So let us take this as a function y equal to e power axx. So first derivative, that is y1 equal to e power x into a. So a into e power ax, again differentiating y2. So a squared into e power ax, then y3 a power 3 into e power ax, and so on. So yn equal to a power n into e power ax. These are all the 2 mark questions. Important 2 mark questions only, so you can learn that. Next one is Leibniz rule. It's an important 5 marks, or in 10 marks also they may be asking this Leibniz rule. Leibniz rule, this definition will be asking in the 2 marks, but based on this we have the problems. The problems will be asked in the 10 marks or 5 marks. So this is applied to find the nth derivative of the product of two functions of x. So Leibniz rule is used for the product of two functions while we are finding the nth derivative. Just now we had seen the standard results, that is the nth derivative, but here we are going to find the nth derivative of the product of two functions of x. So let us see the definition or statement of the Leibniz rule here. Let y equal to uv be the given function where u and v are the functions of x. Then the nth derivative of y is given by. So what they have given, let us take the function as y. That can be u, v in the format. So these are all the functions of x, u and v. Then the nth derivative of y, that is the function is defined as yn equal to nc0 u n v plus nc1 u n minus 1 v1 plus nc2 u n minus 2 v2 and so on up to ncr u n minus r vr plus and so on. The last term is ncn u vn. So where the suffix denote the derivative with respect to x. So what is the suffix? Suffix here are un minus 1 v1. So these are all the derivatives of the x term. Okay. So let us see the problem now. It's an important university question. They will be asking in 5 mark question. If y equal to x plus root of 1 minus x squared the whole power m, show that 1 plus x squared into y n plus 2 plus 2 n plus 1 x y n plus 1 plus n squared minus m squared into y n equal to 0. So they have given the function y equal to x plus root of 1 plus x squared the whole power n. Take the given function. Now we are going to prove that term equal to 0. So first we are differentiating with respect to x, that is y1 we are doing. So x power m n means n into x power n minus 1. So m into this term power m plus 1 into, we are respecting with respect to x. So this can be written as 1 plus 1 by root x can be 1 by 2 root x. So 1 by 2 into root of 1 plus x squared into, here x squared is there, so 2x can be coming. So second term 2 get cancelled and keep the remaining term. Now m into 1 x plus root of 1 plus x squared into m minus 1 into 1 plus root of 1 plus x squared plus x divided by root of m. Girls, please change it over here, that is m minus 1 will come, not m plus 1. See this term m minus 1 has to come. Change it. Cross multiplying. So what will happen? Root of 1 plus x squared into y1 equal to this term fully. Now m plus, here also it's wrong, m minus 1. M minus 1 into that term. So it will cancel and get the answer as m. Okay, so here also please make a change. The printing mistake, here plus will become as minus, here also plus will become as minus. So and this term we have taken as a y is a given question, so this can be written as my. Now squaring on both sides, so 1 plus x squared into y1 squared equal to m squared y squared. Now differentiate again with respect to x we are doing. So what will happen? 1 plus x squared into 2y1 y2 plus y1 squared into 2x equal to m squared into 2y y1. Differentiating with respect to x we are doing. So 1 plus x squared into 2y1 y2 plus 2x y1 squared, which is equal to 2m squared y1. So we are after getting this answer, we are differentiating with respect to x we are doing. So y1 squared can be written as 2y1 y2. Again once more we are doing. So likewise plus so uv method, u into v plus v into u. Likewise only we are doing. So y1 squared into, if we are differentiating this, 2x will come. So and this will become m squared equal to 2y y1. Okay, now cancelling 2y y1 on both these terms. So what will happen? The remaining term is 1 plus x squared into y2 plus x y1 equal to m squared y. So take the m squared y to be the this side, left hand side, which is equal to 0. Now applying the Leibniz theorem. So what will happen? We know the Leibniz theorem formula. So we are going to apply that. So what will happen? 1 plus x squared into y n plus 2 plus nc1 into y n plus 1 into 2x plus nc2 into y n into 2 plus x y n plus 1 plus nc1 y n plus minus m squared y n equal to 0. Okay. So this is the first term. From that nc0 will come. So that is 1. So we didn't write. In nc1 into y n plus 1 into, if we are differentiating, we will get 2x. And nc2 into, again if we are differentiating this, we will get yn into 2 will come if we are differentiating. Then next term we are taking this xy1, so xyn plus 1 if we are differentiating, plus next term is, this is nc0, so 1 we didn't write. So next one is nc1 into yn, that's it. Here are no more x term, that's it. So it will become as y, so we can stop up with that, and this is a constant term, you can keep as itself. So this will become the nth term, so yn equal to 0. Now keep the first term and the last term to be same. Leave the see the remaining term, that is nc1, that is 2nx yn plus 1, that is 2nx yn plus 1. So nc1 is 1. Then nc2 is n into n minus 1 by 2. So yn2, this is already we have learnt in the 11th and 12th standard, n into n minus 1 by 2. So xyn plus 1 plus nc1 is n, yn, sorry here also nc1 is n, and minus m squared yn. Now this term becomes 2 to get cancelled and n minus 1. So again this term will be same. Okay, and this term, this you have to multiply, n into n is n squared yn minus nyn, then leave the remaining term. So now here ny1 and nyn get cancelled, so minus m squared yn equal to 0. So 1 plus n squared yn plus 2, 2n plus 1 xy1 minus n squared, we are taking m squared and n squared minus m squared common, you have to take the yn term, which is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the result we have arrived, which was given in the question. So today we had seen the standard rules as well as the Leibniz rules, standard results and Leibniz rules, very very important. Please go through it. I will give the practice problem, homework problem also. Please start doing the homework problem also.